Hello, everybody. You've tuned into the Indiana State Police Roadshow, brought to you by the Indiana State Police Alliance and Cops for Kids, a subsidiary of the Indiana State Police Alliance. I'm your host, Sergeant Rich Myers with the Indiana State Police Public Information Office, and as my guest today, I have ladies first, the curator of the Indiana State Police Museum, Lauren Baker. Lauren, thank you for being here, being back on our show again. We appreciate you showing up.
Good to be here, Rich.
It's good to know that you're being recognized by Anna out there at the museum with that wonderful new title that you have out there that we just found out about. And we'll let that go at that. And David, thank you for being here.
She's the head lady in charge.
Exactly.
That's all you need to know.
Exactly.
She's the one that makes our museum.
Head lady in charge.
Yeah. There you go.
She's the person that puts the M in museum for us. So
I understand that. Captain Dave Burson has been on our show many, many times, and he is the commander of the Indiana State Police Public Information Office, and we thank him for being here today. But we've got some exciting things that are going on at the museum, and we had Lauren in here to talk to us today about it. So, Lauren, jump right into what we've got going on and coming up at the museum.
Sure. On July 1st, we're going to be hosting a cruise-in at the museum from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. And the cruise-in is similar to a car show, except there's no awards given out, so you can come, show whatever car you want to. You can enjoy different activities. We're going to have different family and children activities at the museum, and I think it'll be a great event for people who enjoy cars to come look at the different cars that are in the area. And
is that on Saturday?
Yeah, it's a Friday evening.
Friday
evening, yep.
Friday evening, July 1st. So is this going to be just for cars, motorcycles? Let me know.
You can bring whatever
drives
vintage
in.
auto you have. So trucks, cars, motorcycles, anything you want to bring in.
Is this the first time?
This is our first time. I know we used to do a cruise-in many years ago, but that was a more traditional car show where there were awards given out. And this is just a low-key event where you can just show off whatever car you have.
yeah, Rich, leave your pedal car at home. You don't need to bring that.
Oh, great. Now that I shot that down, let me write that down here. So if somebody wanted to find out more information about this, the time's 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., but a location is at the museum, which is at
8660 East 21st Street in Indianapolis.
Okay,
it's on
it's
the
right
east side of Indy.
21st and Post, pretty much right there.
Right next to the state police post.
It is.
Exactly, as you pull in. So what else activities are you going to have going on that day?
We've asked a few food trucks to come out, so that'll be a big thing.
Okay.
And I know that we've just planned some small activities for people inside the museum. We've asked an officer who has collected police cars to bring one of his Rick Hammer. He's going to bring his 1965 police car and display it there. So it's a new car that you can see versus all the ones we have in our collection currently.
But there are some collection of police cars inside the museum.
Yes,
also.
we have 7 police cars and 2 motorcycles. So if you enjoy cars, it'll be fun to see as well.
Dave, you've got an old car, I know. Are you going to be participating in this?
I do have an old car, and I plan to have that out. I think I'll probably try and bring that over.
And your old car is?
It's a 1970 Plymouth Duster. It was my first car.
Okay.
And I never sold it. And I take it to a high school reunion, which I've got my 40th reunion next year. And every time I drive it there, people come up and go, poor Dave, not doing too well. He's still driving a car from high school.
But you're one of those guys, because you always hear about these people that, man, I wish I had that first car back. You know, you sell it, and you no, I want to try and find that first car. So you were lucky enough to hold on to yours.
I was fortunate enough to keep it. I had it with me when I was in the Army, and it quit running when I was stationed at Fort Carson, and I towed that back behind my, I had a 1977 Dodge Monaco when I was a military policeman, and I attached that Plymouth to the back of that Dodge Monaco, and I drug that thing 1,800 miles back through 2 winter storms, and I thought I was almost ready to disconnect it and just leave it on the side of the road, but I'm so glad I didn't, because it's been a lot of fun.
Have you had to do anything to it? Have you had to restore it or anything?
I had the engine rebuilt in the early 80s, and I had it repainted in the early 80s. It's 100% a driver.
Okay.
It looks good from a distance.
Okay, all right.
But it's
so you drive to the car shows. You don't trailer it.
It's not a trailer queen. I drive it there. I put about 500 to 700 miles on it every summer.
Okay. So what's the original engine?
Original engine. It's got the 344 barrel with the Carter carburetor, dual exhaust, posi-track rear end. It'll do 0 to 60 in about 4.5 seconds.
Have you had it out to IRP or ORP?
I've taken it out to IRP, but man, those people are there too serious. You come out there for fun. I mean, they are too serious for me. So, but I've taken it out and run it a couple times, and it's just fun to do.
Good. Well, good. Well, that's Conrad there. He can take it. And
I've told him it's his. After I have no intention to sell it, so eventually he's going to get it. So.
That's when it'll be sold, Lauren.
I turned your car into a cruise ticket for two, Dad.
That's right. Hasta la vista. So anything else coming up that we need to know about the museum there that is going to be happening here in the near future, or any exciting events? I know the retirement dinner is going to be coming up here in the fall.
Yes, that is the last weekend in September, correct?
The
Retirees Luncheon.
It's
the last Friday, I think.
I think that's it. Boy, I don't have that date at the top of my head, but it's usually it's the end of September.
And again, that's for people with 20 plus years on the department or retirees, and that's a well attended event.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've over 125.
I think last year we had 200 actually.
See, I can't even count straight. Yeah, I knew it was a lot.
Yeah,
and they get to reunite, see people they haven't seen maybe for a year, and we always have somebody new come out. And sometimes we have people come that have retired out of state that make the trip just to come back for that reunion.
It's a good time. I know the Superintendent Carter was there last year and addressed the entourage that was there, and it was a great day, great weather, and so it's a good time to again rekindle those relationships of people you haven't seen. And I'm sure there'll be an email going out later on in the year reminding people about that and what's happening. But something else that's going to be happening out at the post and is going to involve the museum also is something new. We've never done this before, have we, Dave?
Well, it was the result of a call that received from the Sons of the American Legion, and that's a branch of the American Legion family. And they hold their annual convention each year just down the street at the Marriott Hotel, just by 21st and Shadeland. And they called and they said, we would like to lay a wreath at the memorial of your fallen department employees, which we have the big granite wall next to the state police post on the east side of Indianapolis.
And the Eternal Flame, too, is out there.
And the Eternal Flame as well. And you can see a depiction on that on the state police website. I was very touched and flattered that they wanted to hold this ceremony in our honor. And they are doing that on July 8th at 4 o'clock in the afternoon at the State Police Memorial Wall, which is basically 8500 East 21st Street. Governor Pence plans to attend. Superintendent Carter will be there as well as the members of the Sons of the American Legion that will be participating with their color guard. They will also have the Pipers, and there will also be the State Police color guard.
And I understand that, like you said, the Sons of the American Legion are kind of a break off of the American Legion. You can belong to one or both.
Well, it's both. They are the Legion itself is made up of the men and women who have served honorably in the military in conflicts that have happened over the last 100 years. They are a combination of sons, grandsons, great-grandsons, all who have held membership in the Legion or were eligible for membership if they had a family member who's since deceased that served in such a battle. They are often referred to as the SAL. They make a point they're not SAL, it's SAL, right. Sons of the American Legion, or sometimes just the Sons. And Indiana, interestingly enough, has the nation's second largest SAL organization. They've got over 37,000 members.
Wow.
So it's a very, very, very strong and vibrant organization. So we're very flattered that they asked to do this. They even said they like to do an act of service, and they are going to come up and clean up the memorial grounds in preparation for this. And it'll just be a very nice event as they lay a wreath, that they are providing the wreath that they'll be laying there. And we're very much looking forward to having them as our guest.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is in conjunction with their state meeting?
This is in conjunction with their convention, which will be at the Marriott on the east side off of 21st Street, just a little bit west of the State Police Post.
I believe it's their opening ceremonies that they're holding. That's like the first event of their
I think you're correct. And they're also going to be spending time touring the museum afterwards, because Lauren will be there to help with that.
They're having a reception afterwards at the museum until I believe 6 p.m. is what they said.
And the way I understand the complete ceremony, the museum is open to the public.
Yes.
And
so people could come out. The ceremony starts at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It'll be relatively brief. It'll be about a 30-minute ceremony. And then we're keeping the museum open until around 6 or so. Be able to come. And again, it's open to the public. We invite people to come out and participate with it.
Remarks by the governor and Superintendent Carter also, correct?
The governor, the superintendent, as well as the head of the Sons of the American Legion will be addressing everyone there.
That's very, very touching, humbling
Yes.
that they've thought to do this for us. And I know this goes on throughout Indiana and throughout the nation. So it's very kind that they picked us there at the 21st and Post location to do this. And is that on a Friday night, Dave? Is that
Yes,
July?
that's also Friday.
Friday, July 8th, 4 o'clock.
No, July. Yes, July 8th. because
July
July
8th,
1st.
yeah.
Yep.
So we've got lots of things happening that first week. So the Sons of the American Legion commander there is Chris Carlton, and his district commanders will be part of that ceremony as well.
I'm sure that's going to be a unique and very humbling experience to watch this. I've never seen this, and I'll be very interested in seeing how this is done and how they do that. And I'm sure it'll be for the survivors, the families and things of the police officers. I'm sure we're going to get some invitations out to those folks.
So
let them know that's happening.
It'll be a good event, and it's another opportunity with the museum being right there close to where the memorial is located for more exposure for the museum, for people to come out and see all the hard work that Lauren has done in making great improvements to what we have. And we're happy to have this opportunity to showcase the State Police Museum.
And that's going to be on July 1st from 5 to 8 is the car show.
The car show is July 1st, 5 to 8. Yep.
And a lot of people don't know you guys also have merchandise for selling there.
We do, and we actually just got a lot of new things in, too. We have shirts.
Tell us, Lauren,
mugs.
what kind of things do we have at the museum for sale?
Shirts, coffee mugs, sweatshirts, knives, pins, keychains, little things that have our logo on them. So that's always great. People, I know from the department, they love it, and people who are visiting the museum and love the state police also enjoy those things.
And I often refer to the museum as the best kept secret in Indiana because it's got the best price of a museum. Free. Absolutely free.
And I tell people that, especially people that like ball caps, and if they like Indians baseball games, that they should come and buy a state police ball cap. Then when you go to wear that at an Indianapolis Indians ball game, and you put that hat on, and wherever you sit, you're going to have lots of room because nobody wants to sit next to you because they think, oh, the police are here. They don't want to see you drinking their beer and stuff.
They want to drop your peanuts on your lap and things as you're watching the game.
So you get a lot of
leg room,
place to spread your arms. Just a nice way to watch the game.
Yeah, that would be a great opportunity there to do that. So we look forward to the
July 1st.
July 1st. I was looking at my dates here. I lost
Cruise
July
in,
1st for the cruise in, and July 8th for the laying of the wreath.
Yeah, from the Sons of the American Legion. Yes.
And that will be at the at the museum in the front, and actually at the Eternal. Are they going to do that at the Eternal?
They're going to do that at the memorial wall,
okay.
Which is it's a walking distance from the
and
the
they'll
museum.
be bussed in there, correct?
Yes.
So I think our motors are going to be involved with that, aren't they?
I don't have all of those details. Because they're just coming from down the street from
not our motors.
Yeah.
Our honor guard will be involved.
The State Police Honor Guard will be there. Yes.
That's right. That's what I meant to say. Okay. Well, folks, we're down to 45 seconds here, so I thank you guys for coming in here today, talking about what's going to be happening at the museum and getting that out. Hopefully, a lot of cars come in besides Dave,
I hope so, too.
It'll be a short show.
Yeah.
It'll be a loud one, though.
It won't be hard to judge. But we appreciate everybody coming into the car show. Make sure we look on our State Police website. We'll have information on that so they can sign up. And appreciate you being here, Lauren. Appreciate you being here, Dave.
Thank you, Rich.
Thanks so much.
Again, it's been the Indiana State Police Roadshow, brought to you by the Indiana State Police Alliance and Tom Trial. Forgot to say thanks to Tom for putting us on YouTube each and every week. He's behind the camera here. We appreciate you being with us. Tune in again next week. We'll have a wonderful show for you to listen to. Talk to you later. Roadshow out.